Impact is, I think, a way for students and the community to see Jesus physically, showing physically the love of Christ, and just making that impact on people and saying, hey, like, we love you. We don't know you, but we love you and we want to do this for you. And I think that's the big part of impact, is expressing that.
When I got to Impact on Sunday, I didn't really think much of it. My mom kind of signed me up. I didn't really think of anything. I was just kind of like, all right, I'm here and everything. But Monday came and I got to my first job site. I didn't know Kalamazoo was like this, and it kind of changed my heart. I'm definitely going to change everything. I'm going to pray for a lot, like Washington Street and the gang. I really hope they come to meet Jesus like Esto did.
Yeah.
So that'll probably be the biggest takeaway, just praying for other people and hoping they really get to know Jesus like I just did.
Really good just to have this week out of my summer to do things for God, to change other people's lives, and to just make an impact in Kalamazoo and in our own hearts, and just meeting the new people, and having so many people a part of Impact this year is just really amazing.
I appreciate everything they've done. For them to volunteer their time, they've been a big help. The spirits they brought me, my spirits got my son. He was really impacted by yesterday, and just it lightens things up a little bit,
Well, the house needed painted, and I'm glad that they're doing it because I couldn't afford to pay. Tell them thank you for doing it,
Jersey Giant is a building that's downtown right by Washington Street, and what they're doing with it is they're going to make it into a sub shop. So it's kind of a rebuilding process. We tore down a wall, we took out floors, we worked in the basement so we could get plumbing in there. The sub shop will provide jobs for people in the community, so it's like a rebuilding of the Edison neighborhood.
Some nice guy called me. He see my paper I made out at Edison neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he called me and he said, we're going to paint your house. I just almost fell to my knees. It's just a godsend.
Well, I was at the Gospel Mission and I did VBS. Just seeing how excited the kids were to learn more about Christ, and the fact that they taught me probably more than I taught them. They knew so much about God's love and grace for them. Probably the biggest impact was probably just the kids in general, that they were so excited every day to see us, and that they were eager to learn more and to just hang out with us.
The prayer walk is probably my favorite time of what we've done. The prayer walk I went on yesterday, hung out with a bunch of kids, and I was talking to them and thinking about where they live. I thought it'd be a pretty bad environment, thinking that they were gonna be talking about drugs and stuff like that. But when I got to talk about them, they said that they don't want to do drugs, and they're talking about school too. And they're talking about how they strive to get A's and they strive to want to go to college and want to have an education. The kids want to be good, they want to have a good life, and they just need that support from people.
So during Impact Kalamazoo, after we come back from the Jesus Loves Kalamazoo sites, we get back and we all gather in the sanctuary for worship and a message from a speaker from around Kalamazoo at other churches, and it's really great because we get to do service throughout the whole day, but then the nights allow us to have that intimacy with Jesus and to really grow in that personal relationship. The worship is just awesome. The songs they hit or the songs that they play are just so great, and the kids love it. I enjoy the worship nights. I believe that those are my favorite time. That is my favorite time of Impact, is just because it's so intimate, it's so personal, and that's where you see the transformation in a lot of our kids.